What's up, Water's Edge? Hey, I wanted to come at you this week and just talk with you a little bit about the sermon from this past Sunday, just to give you some thoughts that I've taken personally, that I think you probably did as well. But there's a clip that I would love for you to check out that I thought just kind of brought us all home when it comes to the Waymaker. So check this out, and I'll be back with you to share my thoughts regarding this important and powerful closing message of the Waymaker.
And we were undone. I mean, we were young and we hadn't experienced much hurt or pain or life, and we were watching as one of our greatest hopes and dreams seemed to be falling apart before our very eyes. And we jump in the car, and I'm rushing. I am racing us to the hospital, and we are both just sobbing, and tears are flowing, and we're crying out to God, be the Waymaker for us. God, make a way out of this. We had such tremendous faith. God, make a way out of this. But man, we are just undone. And I'll never forget this. As we're getting off Interstate 64 on the exit ramp, I'm coming around the curve, and I'm doing all I can to get us to the hospital as fast as possible. But honestly, our world was falling apart in that moment. And it was almost as if Jesus himself stepped into my Ford Taurus. I can't even describe it. There's only been a handful of times where I've, honestly, in my lifetime, physically felt the presence of God, like in that moment. If you ever wonder, is Jesus like a Ford or a Chevy? Man, he's Ford, because I was driving a Ford, and he was in it with me, y'all. Like Jesus take the wheel before Carrie ever wrote the song. I mean, he's like got us. We're racing to the hospital, and something came over me, just a peace settled my spirit. And I looked at my wife, and I don't even know where these words came from, except from God. And I said, no matter what happens, we're going to be okay. Immediately, we both stopped crying. We drove the last 3 miles in complete and total calmness and peace and comfort, like I've never experienced really before that time. Can I tell you, we got to the hospital, and the story didn't end the way we wanted it to. God, for whatever reason, I don't know why, God chose not to make a way out of that situation. But for the last 20 years, I have been so incredibly grateful that God chose to make a way into it. Because there have probably been, I don't know, there's probably been 25 different times in the last 20 years where I felt my faith so shaken, where I felt so rattled, where I felt so dark, that I had only that experience to hang my hat of faith on, to say, I know in the darkest of moments, my God is a comforter to the brokenhearted. My God heals the wounds of those who are distressed. My God comes in a time of aid to those who need it the most. He didn't make a way out, but he sure did make a way in.
Well, I can tell you what, that ending of that sermon just really hit home to me. Just, I want you to imagine for a moment, just those disciples, knowing what was happening, the storm that was happening in their life, and Jesus was away from them, and then all of a sudden he stalls out, and then eventually Jesus comes to them into their boat, into their world, into the storm. And, I don't know about you, but maybe today you've been struggling with bringing Jesus into your storm. We've all been in a storm, it feels like, for a very long time, like 7 months. That'd be like a lot of days. And my challenge to you today is just maybe, what's that one thing that you can say, you know what, Jesus, I need you to come into my world, and invite him in and have him speak to you about something specific that he can provide a way for you in. And, there's a reason why we experience things, that we battle things, but in the end, it's to help us develop, to make us stronger, to make us become more like Christ when he's our way maker. And so today, I don't know where you're at, but I can tell you that when we choose, say, God, I'm going to have you come into my life, into my storm, and guide me and show me the way, there's great freedom and confidence in knowing that he will do that. And so I promise you that he will do that. He'll do that today. He'll do that tomorrow. He'll do that every day of your life. But we got to surrender that to him and say, Jesus, I invite you into my world. Don't shove him out. Bring him in and say, take over this stuff, take over this storm, and make it sunny. Make it just a beautiful day. But just know here at Water's Edge, y'all, we love you guys, and we're so excited for what God is doing here at WEC across all of our campuses and online. Please join us when you can on the weekends, on Sundays, and during the week as well. Got lots of exciting things happening. So you guys have an incredible rest of your day. Have a great week. And I hope you're in a group too, because this is a great discussion for groups as well. You guys take care. See ya.